my name's Amy. I'm a librarian at Beaverton City Library, and today I'm going to show you how to make a weaving using only natural materials that you might find in your yard or around your neighborhood. And the materials you'll need are really simple to create this project. You'll need a pair of scissors. You'll need some yarn or string. Any yarn or twine will do, as long as it's non-elastic. And then you'll need some sturdy sticks to use as the outside of your loom. So those could be branches or sticks you find. And then just some natural materials that you might find around your yard. Branches, ferns, flowers, anything that's a little bit sturdier, grasses, sticks, anything that you could weave through. And it's a great way to celebrate this time of spring right now and being outside. It's a really fun celebration of nature. So you'll want to start by tying off each side of your loom, so that way it's all connected. So I've already tied 3 sides here, and then I have to tie the last side. So I'll go under the 2 branches and tie a double knot. And then I'm going to wrap this string around and weave it through so that it makes a sturdy connection here. And then tie it off at the end with the double knot. The next step is to attach our warp thread to the loom. And for this, I started by just tying a double knot with the yarn at the top there. And with a commercial loom, you would have notches or holes here, so that way your warp thread is evenly spaced. But since this is going to be an organic project, we're just going to go ahead and use our eye to mark them kind of evenly throughout. And I'm wrapping the thread around the bottom here, so that way it stays. There's lots of different ways you could warp your loom. If you don't want to wrap it around, you can just leave it like that and go down, but I'm going to wrap it around so it stays in place. And we want to pull the thread fairly tight here. Our material that we put through will be sort of bulky, so it doesn't have to be super tight, but we don't want a lot of slack on our warp thread either. And then when we get to the end here, we're just going to tie a double knot to secure our thread there. Okay, and now you're ready to use some of your natural materials to weave through the loom. When you have something that's a little bit bulkier, it's going to take a little bit more wiggle to get it through your thread here. But you can use something like a fern leaf. And if you've never done weaving before, the process is just over, under, or opposite, under, over. So for my first one, I'm going to start with under, and then it's going to go over the second part of our warp thread here, and then under, and over, and under, and over, and under, and over. And just follow the process across. And then if your material is a little bit long for your loom, you can just snip it at the end. And then for your next piece that you're going to weave through, you're going to do the opposite of the process you did with the first. So since we went under, over, we're going to now go over, under, over, under, over, under, and just follow it across. And if you ever get lost in what you've done with the previous piece, you can just glance back and see.